uses numbers from 1 to 9 and 11 to 99. 11 to 99 being the master numbers, and the 1 through 9, which is when you reduce a number to a single digit. And with master numbers, whenever you have double digits, you do not reduce them. So, and those double digits represent a dualistic factor when and it has quantum influencing factor, because it's impacting the physical and the non-physical, which then makes it amplifying number. Deirdre, as I'm speaking, Deirdre's like, keep it
going. Everybody, I know now we're live. We are streaming live in a couple of different platforms. And oops, we see it in that camera. Okay, that's okay. So welcome in, everybody.
Yes.
Does anybody want love? Does anybody want love? I want to make sure. Okay. I can't see the numbers over there, but welcome in. Hello, hello. I am Deirdre Abrami, and I have a special guest with me, Daphney, Dr. Daphney Antoine. And I've known Daphney for over a decade.
Yes.
Over a decade. She's a healer also is the general term of what she does. She's very dynamic, and she's been working on a lot of stuff lately. And since I am doing love readings lately, I invited her on the show so then we could focus on 2025. Mm-hmm. Anybody, let me know in the comments section if any of you are really curious about your love life in 2025. Let me know in the comments section. We're going to go tonight. I know I was here live last night, and thank you. And sorry, Instagram, it deleted it, but I do promise to repost it because a lot of you this morning were like, where is it? So I've been sending you to my YouTube page, which was the easiest because it's saved over there. But I will repost eventually on both TikTok and Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm a puppy, and I think he's biting her toes. Here, well, he'll make
he's only playing. He's only playing.
Yeah. So we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna do a little different. I know you guys have seen me do tag teaming love readings with Kathy and others, and tonight we're gonna do because Daphney has a unique formatting. No, that's not the right word. I'm gonna let her talk about how it came about, her integrated numerology, if that's the right wording. So Daphney, tell everybody watching right now about this, how you channeled it, how you came up with it. So then we're going to do a reading from Aries to Pisces. And if you guys stay to the end, we're going to choose people from the audience to listen in, to be chosen for a personalized reading. So be sure to stay to the end. But Daphney, tell everybody about how you came up with this integrated numerology.
The system integrated numerology, it was downloaded. And it came from the desire to want to understand numbers in a simplistic way. And I remember having a dream and seeing the number 1 and saying to myself, I need to remember to look it up. Ooh. And immediately I thought to myself, you know how they say when you have a fleeting thought and you're not attached to the idea? Mm-hmm. I was not attached to the idea. I just said, I wish there was a simpler way. And after I said that, I went into meditation. Then I got downloaded with the numbers. I got downloaded the numeric system and their definition and their impression from 1 to 9 and 11 to 99. The system is called Integrated Master Numerology because I was nudged to the fact that numbers is part of all our lives. I mean, us being on this live is a computation of numbers. The clothes we're wearing is a calculation. Our hair, everything can be brought down to numbers. But however, we do not think that numbers are also working in our lives. So that's why it's so brilliant with you coming up with the idea of engaging the numbers with love, because I do couples readings, but it's a full chart. And then I look at the numbers and to look at the compatibility. And the way we're going to do it tonight, I think it's a beautiful, it's an expansion because the numbers have, the more ways we learn to bring numbers into our lives, which is the whole aspect of the integration. So this is a new integration. Mm-hmm. And I thank Deirdre for bringing it out and also for nudging me out.
We all help each other because it's fun. And thank you all, everybody that's here, because a lot of you see, I post videos. I try 4 times a day. I've been traveling for the last 2 weeks, so a little less. So thank you for continuing your, being here and all of your follows. And I really appreciate all of you watching us tonight. But I wanted to bring Daphney on because I channel mostly number one. I receive messages from your angels, your spirit guides. I get impressions. I hear, feel, know. And then I use angel cards and tarot cards just as a backup, especially I'm going to call this a group format because we're honing in on many, over replays could be thousands of views. And so I thought it'd be really to dig a little deeper to have Daphney's perspective, because what's really cool is with her numbers, she'll be able to dig a little deeper in a different aspect of what's also going on with you. So everybody will get a reading tonight. So, and if for some reason you miss it, I do promise I will do a replay on all the platforms. So be patient with me and I'll do a timestamp at the end. You know what? Let me grab paper real quick so I don't forget.
And can I share with everyone the significance of 2025? Right now, we are in year 2024. 2024 is the 8 energy year. And the 8 energy year is about expansion. It's about, it's a feminine energy, and the feminine energy is about allowance. So the beginning of the year, I was telling when the group that know about me and the numbers, I would say to them, this year's the year to be an allowance and to be mindful of whether you're growing or shrinking. Yeah. And so as you've gone through the year, even if you get an opportunity to look back at yourself, to see what areas in your life did you expand and what area in your life did you shrink, and the aspects that you expanded, it's like, what are you taking on with you into this new year that we're coming upon? Love it. Energetically, we're already shifting into it, because energy doesn't happen on January 1st. So we're actually moving into it. So with having the awareness and knowing that the 8 is a year of expansion, it is a year of abundance. And abundance is not only about money, it's abundance in friendship, experiences, and memories. So as we move into 2025, that year is going to be a 9 energetic expression. And what I come to understand with working the numbers, at the end of it all, there's always an opportunity for new beginning. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to numbers and within the field, it always has to come back to love. So the 9 is a compassionate, unconditional expression. So as you're moving into the year, whatever it is that you're going through, is to be mindful of how you are practicing your unconditional love. And that unconditional love should always start with you. Love it. Because you cannot express unconditional love to others if you do not have it from you. It has to come from somewhere. So as we're doing this love reading and looking at the relationship, know that going into the 9, I'm going to be doing the reading under the guise of the fact that we are going to be under the 9, working with God, compassionate, unconditional love energy. So
beautiful. Well, with that said, thank you for that. And we'll have at the end, Daphney will share her information if you're curious. She's got a beautiful website, give you details and a book on it. So let's start with Aries. So what we're going to do, again, we're going to start with Aries and go to Pisces. But tonight we're going to be focusing more on 2025. Where is your love going? So let us know in the comments section if anybody's in Aries, or perhaps you are connecting with an Aries. Let us know. Sorry, I got to peek. I probably should do something a little better for the, okay, so where am I guided? I'm guided to pull these cards. I'm going to go first, and then Daphney is going to go on after. All right, so what does Aries need to know about 2025? What can they expect in 2025? Wow. Okay, Aries. You know what, Aries? I feel like you've been working on yourself a lot. You're finally coming into a beautiful, you're finally coming into balance in your life. Let me just say that. I know Aries is very fiery. Usually you guys take the lead, but a lot, you've had a rough year. I'm not going to lie. Maybe 2024, maybe 2023, it wasn't so great for you. But you're powering through. You're moving forward. You're staying strong. You're really and if you hear a ball, that's my dog, so just ignore it. But now I feel if you haven't met somebody, you're getting ready to. It may be just in the beginning phases, you're finally being open to that. Or for a lot of you, again, these are general readings, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. But a lot of you are finally at least at the point of being open to love. And you're going to take a quick leap of faith. And also a trick and a key to actually manifest your true love is to keep your energy high, keep your expectations high. That's how you're actually going to have true success. And keep positive. And that's how you're going to actually manifest love. Let me just say, 2 more cards here. Yeah. Okay. I had to get the full picture at the end here. So, Aries, this is what I predict for 2025. Because you've been working on yourself. You finally took back your power. You're finally ready for an adventure. You finally are accepting who you are. And you're not letting other people control who you are. You're finally being who you are and you're expressing your true self. That's why you're manifesting true love. 2025 is your year. I see it. Yep. So that's my prediction for Aries that are single. I'm going to tell you real quick. They said, stay away from the ex. That was just a quickie. Now I'm going to let Daphney take over for Aries.
All right, for Aries, the cards I'm using are
still on Aries.
The card I'm using is from Integrated Master Numerology, and each of the cards have the number, like this is the 44, and with the sacred geometric shape. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and allow the spiritual guidance for where the cards will go. All right, so I'm doing 3 cards. So, and the 3 cards I'm doing, I'll do it the past, present, and future for
Beautiful.
Aries.
Love it.
So within the past, the issues, the one is the leader, the bringer of new thoughts and ideas. It's amazing that Aries is the one number, is the first one. But within that expression, when you are in your power, because the Integrated Master Numerology system works in polarities. Because of free will, there's an aspect of what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So in the past, it has been, you've been in the leadership energy, but it's were you stepping forward, being the bringer of new thoughts and ideas, or were you busy hiding in the back? So when it comes to that relationship, were you the one observing and afraid to be seen because you weren't ready to put yourself forward? And perhaps there was that person you were interested in and you just took the back seat. So that was your past. So in present time, which is 2, which is duality and looking at sides of things. So whatever it is that you're looking at and what you're experiencing, it's like being able to look at the many sides at work, looking at the dualistic aspect. It could be simply from the fact that maybe you weren't seeing yourself right by putting yourself down or doubting and not feeling like you're good enough. And that aspect is not in your power. Where if you were to be able to look at the side of yourself that is empowered, that is beautiful, and that is worthy of love. And for the future for Aries is 55, and 55 represents a call to your nature. And when I first got downloaded with this knowledge, I thought it was like, oh, go out and be with Gaia. No, it's your natural nature. It's being true to who you are. So for the future and relationship for Aries, be who you are, and you will be seen and you will be loved and you will be appreciated for who you truly are. Show up for you, and it's okay to be selfish, because that is you setting your standard and choosing you first. Because I can't choose you if you haven't identified who it is I'm choosing.
Beautiful. And I want to say this, I'm going to butt in for angel numbers. And I was psychically getting, you got a 2. That means 2 people. Oh. And it means partnership in angel and tarot world. So anyway, I had to throw that out there.
And that's the present. So,
so there you go. So see, 2025, you're partnering. You're number 2. You're going to be joining forces, partnership. So there you go, Aries.
Yes.
Woohoo. All right. So now we're going to move on to Taurus. Oh, let me go back over here. We got ticker tape. Okay. Taurus. We got Taurus. Oh, we got international. Whoever's calling, we'll call you back. All right. Oh, my dog is biting my toes. I forgot to put him in the kitchen. Oh, well. All right. So Taurus in love. What angel, spirit guides, God, universe, what can Taurus expect in 2025 for love? What can Taurus expect for 2025 in love? So I'm going to do the same thing. I like you did past, present, future. All right, Taurus, I get that. In the past, you were taking a break. You were like, I am just, working on me. I need a break. Kissed a lot of frogs. Now looking, I needed to do a little TLC on myself. Then all of a sudden, currently, I feel like you finally committed to yourself. And because of that, you're really dedicating yourself, your mind, your body, and soul. I feel like you're working out now. You're maybe eating well, dieting, working on you, really putting the effort in now. Instead of saying tomorrow, I feel currently, if you haven't, you're starting between now and the holidays. And finally, in the future, let me see. Oh, okay. All right. So it looks like you finally decided you are looking for a committed monogamous relationship. You are looking for a traditional type of relationship. The situationships, they don't work for you anymore. Although maybe in the beginning you said, oh, it's fine. No. All of a sudden, I figure through this resting, relaxation period and commitment to yourself that you finally realize you do want a committed monogamous relationship, more traditional, moving in, proposal, marriage, more traditional route. Great. Because of all that, 2025, this is my prediction, you're going to find your soulmate. Yep. This person also, whether you're straight, gay, doesn't matter, but you're bringing in somebody that's of security, an emperor vibe, usually the boss, the owner of a company, somebody who's of authority. So this is no passive person. You're manifesting your dream. Yep. And you know what I love too? Not only are they very powerful, but I love that they have a big heart. They're nurturing. They're really good at business, I hear. So you're going to get the whole package. One more card here for next year for 2025. You know what I like? They're a good communicator and very assertive. Okay, good. So what I like is that you're not going to have this wishy-washy person. This person's going to tell you, I like you, let's go out. They're not going to play your games. They're going to tell you straight out. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, finally. No more push and pull and all this nonsense, breadcrumbing. None of that. I don't get that for 2025 for you. So, Daphney, what do you get for Taurus for a prediction, love prediction for 2025?
All right, for 2025, what do we get? Past, present, and future.
I'll be right back. I got to put the dog away.
Card just fell.
That's a jumper card, girl.
I know. Yeah, it was a jump. I guess Taurus, you wanted 4 because it fell out of my hand. There was 2, and I was like, no, I'm doing 3. So this is a clarifier. So the 4th card is the clarifier. So for Taurus, the past, 44. 44 represents spiritual guidance. And it's all about knowing what it is that you want. In order for you to get guidance, you have to know what it is that you want. So with the 44, a lot of time people refer to it as angel numbers and so on. It is that. It's the families together. But how can the family direct you and guide you if you do not know what it is that you want? So that's the past, is not knowing, not having clarity on exactly what kind of relationship you want to bring into your life. The present is the 33, which is master numerology. The 44 any double digits master numbers, but the 33 is the highest you could achieve when it comes to manifesting, because it's a communication energy, but it's also powerful because it is the creator aspect of who we are and what we are. And so it's a very powerful expression. And when it comes to, since we are in the energy of, or speaking about relationship. So you didn't know what it is that you want, but you have the capacity to get what it is what you want if you're able to vision. Because remember, you create your reality. So you have that, where that energy is there for you to create it, for you to bring this person into your life. But it's just in the past, you didn't have the clarity. Now you have the power to be able, you're in the creator energy to be able to do so. Ooh, 88. Well, some powerful numbers for Taurus. 88 represents expansion, it's a growth, and it says with the 88, it's like it has the power to expand to new world. So imagine with you having the spiritual guidance energy with the master creator and with the 88 expansion, and when you can expand so much so that you can create a whole new different world reality for yourself when you're in your power. When you're not in your power, you could shrink. So be mindful for the future with relationship, to not bring in negative thoughts of unworthiness, or even to look at other relationships from a disempowering light, because when you do so, you're also calling it into your life. So this is the clarifier. 8, grow. Taurus, grow, because I'm the Taurus kid. It's like, yeah, this is a beautiful
Are you a Taurus?
thing. I'm not. I'm a Cancer.
Oh, okay. I was like,
so this is an opportunity for 2025. Expand your relationship, expand your desire for it. It's perfectly fine. Know exactly what it is that you want and go for it.
Woohoo! And my little doggy is whining. He'll settle down in a minute here. So thank you. And that goes with every sign, by the way, all of us. We all have a duality. We all have a light, dark, and light sides. And we can, what's great about the numbers too is they'll tell you, you could do, it's all our reality. We could be at the highest or the lowest or in between. So you have options there. All right. So what are we on next? We are on Gemini. Gemini. You see the Gemini? Air sign. Okay, so what does Gemini need to know about their love prediction in 2025? Can you believe it's 2025, by the way?
I know.
Okay, Gemini love 2025. Gemini love 2025. Okay. All right. You know what? Let me grab... Okay. All right. So I wanted to get a little more clarity here. It looks like Gemini, your past part of your love was you had a lot of sleepless nights. You had a lot of trauma in the past. You're still recovering from broken heart. Just it feels like your heart was just stepped on. I don't know. I'm picking up on so many of you out there. And you're finally been working through that. I don't feel it's 100% behind you yet. There's some residual coming into now and possibly into the 2025 year, but you got it under control. You're aware of it. It's not like you're not aware of your shadow side, I'm going to call it. But because of that, I feel as of right now, you may have just met somebody, Gemini. I get this person is very charming, good looking, very generous, supportive, and you're kind of like, is this for real? So I kind of get you're in, one foot out, because you're not 100%. And they also may have a lot of money. They have a lot of authority, prestige. Going into 2025, let me pick 2 more cards here. Oh, good. Okay, all right. Let me do 2 more here. Okay. All right. Kind of similar to we did Taurus. You have 2 choices here, Gemini. Some of you, if you work on yourself, you have a really good opportunity to bring in the 2025, literally like New Year's Eve, night with champagnes, a lot of celebrations, connections. But you have to be careful, Gemini, that not to, if you have any addictions, to really work on them now, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever your thing is, because you could also manifest somebody who is also very obsessive, compulsive, addictive, aggressive. So just be careful with that. That's kind of like the duality there. So the ones that are really honing in, working on themselves, you're going to actually celebrate this, the epiphany of connecting with somebody. Those of you that are kind of dragging their feet with healing, you may manifest a, lack of a better word, a narcissist. Okay, so just cautionary. For those of you who have dated narcissists, you're going to see it, blinders off for the first time, and get to actually work, see if you're all the skills you've learned that, ooh, I can see the narcissist 100 miles away. Those of you who still have another cycle or two of learning, then you might have to go through another narcissist. So again, I feel that half of you are going to go one direction, half of the other. But those of you who have worked on themselves and persevered, you're a magical manifester right now. You're having your magical awakening. And because of that, you are definitely going to go into a new relationship connection in 2025. Those of you who are dragging your feet and don't really want to move yet, you might have another cycle with like a narcissist type. So that's what I'm getting. So the choice is yours. What will you choose, Gemini?
Yep. Free will.
Exactly.
You have the will to do so. All right. So now with Gemini, let's see what comes. Let's say the cards for Gemini. All right. So for the past 5, I feel like with that, there was like a fear of changing, of making moves. It's the 5 energy expression, which is the harmonizing the change. It's an adventurous energy. And so in the past, it's been that energy where you were afraid to make moves. You were afraid to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to expanding yourself with love. The present is knowledge. It's like that. Wow, look how it just supports yours. It's like if you and your knowing, you know what's not good for you, run.
Listen to that intuition.
Run. Because a lot of time we think that we're going to save somebody or, you know, it's like, oh, it's, you know, it wasn't his fault or it wasn't her fault. No, there's a knowledge.
We date potential.
Yeah.
We're the healers, the rescuers. No, you and I never experienced that.
Never. So the 77 energy, 7 is about knowledge. And 77 is your ability to have an understanding more than others have the capacity to do so. And a relationship, the reason you could experience that or you could have that knowing is from experiencing it. So my advice, if you find yourself in a situation where you, like Deirdre said, if you're attracting someone into your experience, you know, your experience, your expression, I don't only look at life, and you see that it's not serving you, it's not in your best interest, the first time you see it, believe it. I have like one of the quotes that I have at the beginning of my book is when someone show you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, because by then you would have lost so much of you that you would have to spend so much time to gather you back. Believe them the first time.
Don't wait weeks, months. I had a poor client yesterday, 14 years of that.
Yeah, no, run.
We'll save you time and
be like Forrest Gump, run.
I love it.
And so here it is. Your future is about 11. 11 is due illumination, the pillar of light. And it's kind of like with this expression, I would say it's not time for you to dim your light. So shine your light and be bright. Be so beautiful that you will easily and freely attract that person into your life. So my advice is be adventurous, run if you need to, and protect your light.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have next this is Cancer. Cancer. And let me put my little banner on. We have Cancer in the house. So any Cancers out there, let us know. Or if you want to snoop on a Cancer. All right. So what does Cancers need to know? And this could be, you know, I forgot to mention this. This doesn't necessarily have to be your sun sign. Could be rising. Could be Venus. Could be North Node. So, you know, we all have multiple things in every chart. So in all our charts, I should say. So this is Cancer's love prediction for 2025.
I'm paying attention.
I know. Let's see what's going on at Daphne's life here. What's going on? That's funny you say that because I usually do readings with Kathy Mamelin, and when she does Aquarius, I'm always like, I tell her after. I said, "Oh my God, you just told my story." That's what happens. That's what's great when you're friends with psychics, right?
Yeah. All
right, we're almost there. Looking good, Cancer. I'll tell you that. Looking good, Cancer. All right. Okay. All right.
There's the persona.
Okay. All right. So, past. Okay. All right. So I feel like Cancer in your past, maybe you had some codependency issues, whether it's in love, sex, money, what have you, all the above. And so I feel like in the past you were working through that. And so I feel like through that you were starting to, it wasn't working for you, let's just say in your past. So you finally said, let me regroup. Okay. So now you are planning and getting more focused on maybe money, love, health, the whole gamut is what I'm getting. So that was because if you had some things, I'm hearing some trauma things come up. And so you just got sick of yourself. I'm just going to say that. So because you were kind of spinning your wheel and not going anywhere, you finally said, I got to focus. I have to make a plan and have a little more patience. And with that, I decided because I'm going to really hone it in and focus now, I know I can manifest. So now you get the magician card, number one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now you are ready to start manifesting. And this is just recent past, it feels like. Currently, it feels like if you haven't met somebody, you're getting ready to. You might meet somebody through an event, family, friends. And for me to get 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands, hey, what numbers are they? 2s and 4s. Look, these are all, you're getting ready to meet somebody. If you haven't, it feels like it's coming up pretty soon. Next, I'm hearing them 4 weeks, 4 months. Doesn't even feel like 4 months. So you're getting ready, holiday time. We're doing this right now. It's October 30th, but even though this is, so it's current. Like right now, pretty soon, if you're open to it, you're going to meet somebody at, like I said, friends, family, parties, celebration. That's the vibe I get. Future, going into 2025. Stop, get out of your damn head. Get out of your damn head because you have so many conflicts. You're just, I can't even talk. I'm frustrated with you, Cancer. I'm so frustrated. You are just lying to yourself. I'm not even going to say this is a person. This is you. This is you in your effing head. Okay. Get out of your own damn head. And you're holding yourself back. This is all emotional stuff that can be healed. I got to pull more cards because I'm getting frustrated over here. Yes, you have to be more compassionate with yourself because you're so in your head. You need to unleash this. And then, but when you start, take a moment and say, wait a second, I'm human. And all these things are not obstacles. This is for the higher purpose of learning. Once you go there, okay? Because we all have it. That's why we're here. If we don't, actually, I heard even from the dead people over, I'm not a medium, but when I talk to dead people, they tell me they do work on the other side too. So you're always going to do work, okay? Mm-hmm. But once you really embrace yourself and put that healing work and compassion on yourself, then all of a sudden new ideas are going to come forward and you're going to get balanced and get out of your own way. And let's see, drum roll please for Cancer for love. Then you will finally start making a lot of money. And I feel that you probably until about June, you probably won't really meet somebody new until you get your security and stability rebalanced again. Let me see, anything else for Cancer? Okay, yeah. So first, I feel like in order to really meet your person, you need to get your finances in order first. And then once you do, then I feel you're going to get a big hit financially and you're going to have big celebrations. I don't know. I just see celebrating something, a big win. Okay. Once you do, then you will finally allow and open your heart to love. So I don't know if new love's coming in for 2025, but what I do see a lot of money around you. Okay. So we're going to turn it over to Daphney.
I'll take that. All right. So for Cancer. All right. All right. So for the pass 55, which is harmonizing to change. And this is the energy of a call to your nature and perhaps not being in your nature. And when it came to love, you didn't honor who you are because you did not see you in the cause. The present is spiritual guidance. It's knowing what it is that you want. And if you are not aware of what it is that you want, how can, your angels, your guides be they be there for you, and how can you align to something you don't know? And I equate a lot of times to when you don't know what you want. It's like having a child, and it's like, oh, you want this, you want that, you want that, and you're like, no. But once you're able to identify exactly what it is that you want, then that spiritual guidance come together to help make it happen, and help secure the road or secure the alignment. 11, illumination energy. Let your light shine. And it's a pillar of light, and your connection to your source creator, knowing that there's something greater at work within you. So with what you're saying, I do feel for 2025, it's very much a year about introspection, knowing what it is that you want, and again, not to dim your light.
Beautiful. And to answer your question over Facebook, no, obviously I'm not DMing anybody because I'm here doing a live. So those are fake. Please block them, report them, and then block them. Thank you. If you're out, I see some people that there's a fake account. I have many fake accounts, but yeah, just block them. That's not me. And thank you. Okay, so what are we on next? Leo. We got Leo the Lion. Any Leo out there in the house? Any Leos? Any Leos? Okay, so what does Leo need to know in regards to 2025? Leo for 2025. What do you want to know for Leo's love prediction? Love predictions. I have figured that out. Leo. I think in your past, maybe you were working through some addictions yourself. A lot of Leos, I work with a lot of Leos, and a lot of them have codependency issues, and I don't like to generalize, but that's usually so. Maybe in the past you were working on codependency issues, some addictions, drinking, smoking, whatever your thing was. But that gives me its past energy, okay? So this is something you've been really working on. And I feel you've been really motivated to work on that, okay? So it does give me, and good kudos to you, because it looks like you were resilient and not giving up on achieving, again, whether it was toxicity with exes, addictions. I keep getting codependency. You are really pushing through that, Leo. Good for you. That's all in the past, okay? Current, okay. I do feel, Leo, because you still have some residual energy, Leo, from the past of being a little possessive because of insecurities with exes. Maybe jealousy was coming out on you, and you were really in your ego. A lot of insecurities coming out, being triggered a lot. I get a lot of ex energy, kind of being very nostalgic on people of, in the past, kind of being hard on yourself. You've also been avoiding, you got this much left of healing, okay? I always say there's an elephant in the room, but get eye contact with it. Don't avoid it. Don't oh, it doesn't look at me. I don't have any triggers. I encourage you, because you're right there. And some of you Leos might be still in a relationship that is really, really toxic for you. And those of you that are currently in it, I do see you walking away finally. So kudos to you. Let me see anything else current before we go into the future. I know you've been really struggling with it. Some of you might have lost your jobs, feeling lost, isolated. It's been slow and steady, but I have to give you kudos. I keep getting slow and steady. You're committed to work on yourself. So good for you. All right, one last on the current. Yeah, you are definitely healing from past pain. So kudos to you. Keep on working on it. Let me check into 2025 now. Okay. Leo, I also get 2025. You do seem a little hot-tempered. I know you're a little impulsive, very Leo, okay? But guess what? I do see a new opportunity. Meet somebody. You might meet somebody at work. Get the card. Oh, look, I got your card, the Lion, Courage, Strength card. You're going to meet somebody. Okay, let's see here. All right. You may meet one more frog, but it's all for the higher purpose of learning. You may meet one more stalemate, but that's like, and I think it's going to be a test. I don't feel God tests us. I feel like we test ourselves. You may be presented. Oh, I don't know what that was on Instagram, but I feel like you may meet one more frog and then you succeed to true love. And I feel like next year, 2025 is going to be more about focusing on money for you. And you meet your frog and then you say, okay, now I know what I want. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Daphney.
All right, Leo. That was an interesting reading.
I know.
All right, Leo, let's see what the numbers, the numeric impression is on that, the energy of Leo. Oh, okay, Leo, you also get a clarifier. All right, so in the past, 66 is a life force energy. And it's an energy, whenever I see 6 or the 66, I equate it to whether you are in movement or you're in stillness. And anytime I do someone's birth chart, if I see 6 in there, I always encourage them to stay active. Because when you are not active, what do you get? You get stale, and then you are prone to depression. So it feels like in the past, if you were in your power, you were actually taking steps, you were being active. And not in your power, you were just basically like taking it, laying down. So whatever it was I was going, just take a moment to look at yourself in the past. How have you been handling this energetic expression within this? Were you active or were you inactive? For the present is 3, creation energy. And so what are you creating? What are you creating? Your thoughts create your reality. So be very mindful of what it is that you are creating in the present moment. If you are looking for a beautiful relationship, imagine it as that. Don't create it from the point of disempowerment, because then you're going to attract that disempowering experience. So you can create whether or not you want that frog, right?
Exactly.
So right now,
it's your reality.
Yeah.
If you think you only deserve the frog, then
so
ribbit.
So it is. Ribbit. I love it. And so it is.
If you want Prince Charming or the princess, then there it is. I see your, what are your little white, what do you call
white knight on a white horse. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And then for your future is the 99, which is the unconditional love, which is beautiful. So you have the capacity to experience the unconditional love. But again, with polarity, there is an opposite side to unconditional love, and that side holds a lot of pain. So be very mindful of what you are bringing into your expression and how you are actually creating this experience in your life. But this is beautiful. The 99 is the purest, the truest, and the most considerate love that you can experience. So create well. So the clarifier is the 88. Okay, so this is telling you a lot about, I feel for Leos, look and see what it is. Are you operating from a side that is serving you or from a side that's not serving you? And how do you know when something's not serving you? Listen to your heart, listen to your body. If it does not feel good, abandon ship.
There you go. Listen to your gut, guys, And also, I meant to say again, even though we were just working on Leo, take what resonates, even though if you're an Aries, an Aquarius, whatever, if it resonates with you, that's why you're here. There's no accident you are here. We're moving on now to Virgo. Sorry, just got to block somebody. Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to, where's my Virgo? Sorry, there we are. There's my Virgo. All right, so any Virgos there? Also, guys, at the end, if you stay to the end, you get a chance to win a free reading from us during this live. So put your questions below. I don't care if you write your same question 50 times, copy and paste, and go to all the platforms, by the way. We are streaming currently live from my TikTok and YouTube, which is at Deirdre Abrami. And we are also streaming live from Facebook and Instagram, DeirdreAbrami.psychic. So I don't mind if you go to every platform at the ends and and even if you get chosen 4 times, that only says that you are a powerful manifester, right? Anyway, we are Virgo 2025. Virgo 2025. What is your love prediction? I can tell you this, Virgo. You, in the past, finally got sick and tired of all the shenanigans from all the people in your past, and you finally got real with yourself and cut out anybody that was not truthful Got that loud and clear? You might have actually been through a court case, divorce. Looks like let's just say karma was on your side. You finally walked away. It looks like a lot of you got divorced recently, last year or whatever, in the past, or breakup. And so now you are, so you finally got cut out whoever was not good to you. It looks like, again, I keep hearing divorce for a lot of you, or got out of a old relationship. And maybe even though you weren't married, you were dividing assets is what I'm getting. You finally realize that it's better for you to take things slow instead of maybe jumping into things. Although Virgos don't usually do that. They're an earth sign. They usually go move slow, but I get you finally doing things more with a focus and being more practical and knowing what you want. You're really getting intentional now with your love, your life, everything. So because of that, you also in the past, Virgo, let's just say you chose people that you shouldn't have been with, you know? You took the blinders off. They call it lumerance. You fantasize with people. You put people on pedestals that never deserved it. You finally, what do you say? What's that word that you finally saw who they really were?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When they show you who they are.
Yeah. You finally took the blinders off. The illusions were finally gone, and it was heartbreaking, but you finally walked away. You got the divorce, the courage to walk away. And now you're at the point where you finally, I got the full zero. I don't know what zero, we'll find out what zero means, but what does zero mean?
Spaceholder.
Ah, so now the full card also means you're finally ready to just go out there. You're no longer holding yourself back.
It's full of potential.
Yeah, so much potential, Virgo. So now you're going to be I feel like in 2025 is more of a recovery period for you because you've been through a lot. You had a lot of changes in 2024. 2025 for you is you're going to leave all the garbage behind you. You're finally going to be healing from a separation, your heartbreaks, a lot of trauma you're going to be working on. If you don't have a therapist, highly recommend one to help you through 2025. But you know what I love? You're leaving that all behind. No more stagnancy. I feel in 2024 was 1 minute you were in, 1 minute you were working on it, like one toe in, one toe out. But now you're finally taking big, bold moves in 2025. Yeah, you're dropping any old habits of codependency. I'm getting a lot of. You finally, again, I feel that was with your ex. You're finally figuring out what it's like to be on your own. A lot of you, I don't think you've ever been on your own, and you're figuring that out. And because of that, you're going to be blessed with new opportunities. So one more card here. I think 2025 is going to be more, not really new love, more so than you're going to love yourself. That's more what I get. And it's going to be a beautiful year for you, but I think you're going to be dating yourself mostly in 2025. All right, I'll turn it over to Daphney.
All right, Virgo, let's go for it. All right, in the past, knowledge. There's something that you knew, and it's what did you do with it? Did you actually, it's like Deirdre, we said it earlier, it's like when you know, and actually no, this is a new saying. When you know better, you do better. What did you know? What was it in the past that you knew, but you didn't do anything about it? So now that you know better, this is your opportunity to do better. All right. And then for the present, 7, there's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of lesson. There was a lot of lesson for you in this. Wow. The energy you've been in for the past 2 years. It's a lot of lesson.
Wait, they got 7, 7, and then another 7.
Yeah, 77 and a 7.
Wow.
So, and all of that is about lesson, knowledge, and a certain level of knowing. So what is it that you knew that perhaps you overlooked? This is what's disempowering you.
Remember the blinders? That's what I got too. You took the blinders off finally.
Yeah, because now you're in your knowing. So as you're moving forward, is to be in your knowing, because like when you know better, you do better. And you've had a lot of lessons that was like bringing things to the forefront for you to be able to be where you're at now, to face the future. 44, spiritual guidance. So remember the 44, if know what it is that you want, then spirit could guide and support you. You've had enough lessons in life that it's time to put it to use to your best interest, to what will serve you best. If you so choose to remain in the ignorance, because that's the opposite of knowledge, and awareness is a level of ignorance. If you choose to experience in that, then good on you. But the lessons have been there. You have gone through it. You have truly been in the muck and mire, that it's now time to clean yourself up, and spirit guidance is there to support you on that journey. So all the very best. When you know better, you do better. So all of the Virgos holding you accountable.
Isn't this really amazing how we're getting very similar things? I love it. All right, so now we're on to my air signs, Libra. Any Libras in the house, or you want to spy on a Libra for 2025? Let us know. Any Libras? Okay, so what can Libra expect in 2025 in regards to love? What predictions for love for Libras? Okay, Libra, it looks like you also went through some lawsuits, a lot of karmic things around you. Let me see here. A lot of gossip around you in the past, but it does feel, okay, you dealt with a stalemate. You had a breakup in the past, and it really woke you up. You feel like everything just crumbled down on you. You might be going through that right now, actually, because it feels like it went from past and floating into the current. And you finally just got real with yourself. I got Queen of Swords, which is just like you cut it off finally. You had a sudden change. Something happened. I get for a lot of you found out secrets from somebody. And you finally got you had a wake-up call. And you were in denial too. Very similar. I think Virgo and Libra are kind of crossing over here. Maybe you're on the cusp or whatever, but you were in denial that this person was not for you, I should say. So going into the new year of 2025, Libra, you're finally getting the courage to make different choices. You're finally, the fantasies, illusions, and all, whether it was your love life, your life period, you're finally taking the blinders off, and you are now making plans, taking action for the first time, or considering them. But you're being very optimistic about it. Maybe you're getting a coach, a therapist to help you with all this, watching a lot, maybe doing self-help. And they're telling you, don't give up. You're this close. 2025 is really all about that you can do it, and you could do it on your own. Perhaps you were used to codependence, or people doing things for you and expecting high expectations from others. But I really get 2025 is really knowing that, wait, I am capable of doing this myself. And they're telling you, persistence is what's going to make you win. One more thing here. You're also going to create a lot of balance and harmony. Yes, for those of you that they're telling you to, also for success, you have to nurture yourself. Stop doing for everybody else, empaths, okay? And if you do that, you nurture 2025, make it your year. Take care of you, nurture yourself, even if you're a busy mom, busy dad, doing for everybody else. But if you do this and you create balance, guess what? You also, this is Ace of Pentacles. Money, 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 a lot of money. One more card here. Okay. Now, in 2025, if any obstacles come your way, it feels like people aren't going to like that you're changing, because you're finally working on you, and you're finally going to say a big word that people don't like to hear out of your mouth. No, they're not going to like it. They're going to want to fight with you, but don't do it. Just say in a loving way, thank you, but no, thank you. And so be careful for that. But I also don't know if love is in the air for you, Libra, for 2025, except for self-love. So work on you, because going in, I feel 2026 is your year, but make 2025, you got to work on you first, and then you're going to marry. Ooh, you're going to get married, I think, in 2026. Let me know in the comment section. All right, what is that?
Came out of nowhere,
right?
I
know, it flew out of my mouth. I'm like, okay, I saw in my third eye, 2026 married. So it's worth it to work on yourself, Libra, okay? So Daphney, what do you got for Libra for 2025?
Exciting. All right, past, present, and future. And Libra also get a clarifier. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Woohoo!
So in the past, knowledge, it's a thing of, that knowing. There's a knowing that you had, and there's an understanding that was that came for you to behold. So that was there for you in the past. It was all about lessons. And then for the present is illumination.
Ooh.
Are you hiding yourself? Because when you're hiding yourself, you're not in your power. So in the present time, have a moment and look at yourself and see, are you putting yourself in a position to be seen? Are you being that pillar of light? Are you the one that's leading the way? Are you being that lighthouse? Because what's the opposite of light? Is that you're in the darkness, you don't want anyone to see you, and you're hiding yourself. So have a little self-examination, and it's worth it for you to do that, especially as we are transitioning into the new year. Don't dim your light. If you need to, metaphorically, like give yourself a shine. And perhaps, I think you said about working on yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt 2025 was working on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
because 2026, if you do, is going to be worth it. I see marriage.
Okay. You see the one was upside down. This was the only one where the one was upside down.
So does that mean?
When it's upside down, it means something that needs to be worked on and something that needs to be brought to your attention. So one represents the leader energy. You are the bringer of new thoughts and ideas, and you're not a follower. So within the new year, you have to be very mindful that you stand in your space, that you own your I am presence, because you're not to follow, you are to lead. And if you're afraid to show up for yourself, then you are in your disempowering experience in 2025.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then the clarifier is, it's a 9 upside down.
Oh, so what's that?
Again, your relationship with your source creator, God, perhaps working on your spirituality. So the knowledge, the light that is you, which all of that is within. Okay. The I am presence. So work on your source creator connection. It's not about the God. It's you. The God resides within you. It's to be, and, perhaps start engaging some type of spiritual practice. And like, oh my gosh, just like I was saying, like shining your light. Your light stems from you having your connection with the power that is within you.
Beautiful.
So Libra, an energy of balance.
And you're getting a lot of thank yous. I'm getting thank yous all across the board here.
So with Libra, being a balance, find a balance to help you shine your light.
Good. And I see some people asking what signs. We're moving on to Scorpio now. And don't worry, the replay, we're starting from Aries all the way to Pisces. So if we pass you already, after the live event is over, there'll be a replay. So now we're moving on to Scorpio. Let me do the little banner. Scorpio. And again, this is not just your sun sign, Scorpio. This could also be your rising. Could be your Venus. All right. So what is Scorpio? Ooh, that was a jumper.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does Scorpio need to know in 2025 for love? What does Scorpio need to know in 2025 for love? Okay. 2025. I don't know why I get confusion off of you there, Scorpio. You water sign. Huh? What's going on there? I'm hearing two more. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So your recent past, Scorpio. Wow. Were you in a court case? I get also I just get like your hands like this, like I'm defending myself, blocking my heart. You might have also gone through a divorce, court case, very karmic relationship. But I feel like that's your past. Okay. I don't feel that's current anymore. Your current life, I felt like you made a lot of sacrifices working on yourself, rebuilding up your bank account. You still have a little bitterness currently from the old, very Scorpio. You guys are like elephants. You never forget, right? Any Scorpio I know, love my brother. It's his birthday Friday. They don't forget. Let's just say never cross a Scorpio because they'll take it to them, You're being a little bit in your head because you feel like in the past, being water sign, being very emotional in the past didn't work for you. So you kind of have a guard around the heart there, Scorpio. You got to let that out, okay? You're just kind of like a little bitter still. I still get a little bitter energy around you. But don't worry, that's your past. I mean, current. Your future for 2025, because you were hurt in the past, with the heart kind of like really defending your honor there. You're a little scared to go into anything. You're being more practical. You're not thinking with your heart, you're thinking with your head now. But the good news is you are really making plans. I do feel like you actually are going to manifest somebody very loyal, very goal-oriented. I like this person. They're going to be like your yin to your yang. Yeah, I feel like you're going to take courage finally, get out of your comfort zone, I'm hearing, and then you're going to meet somebody really nice. Might be through friends, family, celebrations. For some of you, you might rekindle with your ex. Not for everybody. This person, you might have an impulsive one-nighter. Ooh, did that come out of my mouth? If I'm hearing not for everybody, I don't want to scare you, but anybody that gets pregnant and you don't want to get pregnant, be careful.
You just unpacked a lot there.
I did. Okay, I saw somebody that, they said they better tell them to be careful. And your wishes are coming true in 2025. A lot of them. Yep. So all that hardship, all lost in the past, okay? So if you want to have a one-night stand, go have fun. But then you're going to find your person like middle to end of next year. You're like, if you want to be in a committed monogamous relationship. Now it's up to Daphney with the numbers. You like the way I unpacked that?
That was a lot.
Sorry, I'm on a chair with a wheel, so I keep sliding around over here.
You took it to the bridge.
I know. They saw it. They said if they're not careful, they can get pregnant or get somebody pregnant. Put it, you know what? I don't know who's watching, but make it PG. That's all I'm saying. I'm a New Yorker, but if you don't want to get pregnant, you know what to do.
All right. So with Scorpio, you have the 8 energy, and the 8 is about, whether you're growing or shrinking. So with that is from your past. So if you really want to understand where you're at, look at to see how have you been experiencing. How have you experienced things in the past, and whether or not you felt that you were growing or you shrinking, especially when it came to relationships. You may have dated many, you may have had many dates, but when you had those dates, did you find that you used them as a learning opportunity, or did you use them as a reason to retreat? And so it's being mindful of that. And if you have been using it as a reason to retreat, it's worth to take a moment, even if you were to take a piece of paper and go back to each. I always say do minimum of 3, a maximum of 9. If there's more than that, okay. And write down what is it that the aspects about them that you do like. Because when you focus on you attract more of it. Because if you have been utilizing those past relationships and focusing only on the negative, all you're doing, you're staying in that energetic field, and then you become an attraction for it. So for Scorpio, what I would say is that go back, grab a piece of paper, and really have a moment with yourself to look at the past relationship that have impacted you the most. And there's always something good about those relationships. Focus on the good lessons learned and not on the pain. And that's what I would say. Beautiful. For looking at your past. Yeah. And for your current now is the change, is the harmonizing to change, is the balance energy. In order to, bring balance to life is to have that look, is to have that reflective, kind of experience with your past, so that you may know what works for you and what's not working for you. Because the 5 energy is about balance. It's about a call to nature. In order for you to know what's in your nature, you must know what has not worked for your nature. So that's why it's good to look back at the 8 and for you to just be like, okay, this is what's been. And now how do I harmonize to it to where I know that this is what I want, and the unwanted, leave that sucker alone.
I love that.
And then for your future is the 7-7. Because once you've done these, there's a knowledge, there's a knowing, and there's an awareness. So this year, that 2025, it's really about that knowing. But that knowing that you're going to need to have is the knowing of self, is having an understanding of what a relationship looks like for you, and how do you look in that relationship.
Beautiful, Scorpio. All right, we are moving on to Sagittarius. Any Saggies out there? and a Sagittarius. Fire sign. So we want to know what Saggy can expect in 2025 for love. What can Saggy expect for 2020? What is with all these card cases?
I know.
For karma could be. Let's see. Wow. Okay, Saggy, you've been through it. I'll tell you that. But there's a good future for you. Okay. All right. I'm seeing where this is going. Okay. So, Saggy, I also feel that you've had a 11 justice. I feel that you had a lot going on in your past. I'm just going to say that. I know these are general readings, but you dealt with a lot. You been through, I feel you fulfilled all your karma, we'll say, probably for this lifetime. And this is something I just made up, but I feel it could be true. I feel, let's say we all live to 100, and before we're born, we tell God, universe, whatever you believe in, that, okay, they say you have two choices. You have to fulfill karma no matter what. You can't avoid it. So do you want the beginning of your life from 0 to 50 or 51 to 100? You choose. Well, in this case, you said, give it to me in the front, because then I get it over and done with, and then 51 to 100, I'm like, whoa, or whatever age it is. Because let me just say, you, Justice card, you fulfilled your karma in this lifetime. So woohoo, you're done now. You finally got the strength. They're saying you finally got back up on the horse, but this is all past you. You just, oh my goodness. You finally got your courage again, because I just felt like you kept getting thrown off the horse and having to get back up again. This is Saggy. Currently, I'm not saying you don't have a bad taste in your mouth, because you do. You still have a little bit of residual stuff from the past. You're still working through that. You still kind of have one foot in the future, one foot in the past, because you keep looking at pictures. You keep rehashing old memories, whether good, bad, or indifferent. You're really reevaluating your life, looking at all the past things you've done, maybe a lot of things with family. For those of you divorced parents, I see you kind of reminiscing. Did I make the right choice getting a divorce? I see a lot of reminiscing of the past. But currently, I feel like you're finally getting clarity. You're finally taking time out. I feel a lot of meditation, or you're getting ready. If you're being guided to do meditation, do it, because it's really going to help you get more clarity. And then you finally got honest with yourself. You're cutting out anybody that is not for your highest truth, okay? Not for your highest purpose. So anybody that you know is negative, negative Nancy's. Hey, Nancy's out there. My mother's name is Nancy. Don't take it the wrong way, but you're just finally, you're cutthroat now. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. So all the people in your past that were just not good for you, you cut them out, okay? And because of that, you are going to be going into 2025, celebrating with a lot of people. See a lot of friends, family. You're going to also meet your soulmate, 2 cups. There you go. So all the old is past you. You're going to meet your soulmate. I'm telling you right now, all those sleepless nights are all past you. You don't go back to anybody from the past. All those exes, that's not your story, Saggy. Go to the forward. I do feel more talent almost into 2026 is when you're going to meet your soulmate. So keep on going forward. Continue cutting people out in your life that are not for your highest good. All right, we're going to go on to Daphney.
All right, Sag.
Saggy.
I'm feeling for 5 cards for Sagittarius. Okay.
Ooh.
So 3 in the past, it's looking at what have you created as a creator energy. And also this 3 is a communication energy. Have you been a good communicator? Have you communicated your thought, ideas, emotions, and not necessarily emotions, but feelings towards something? So in the past, how good of a communicator have you been? How have you shown up for yourself through your voice or through your expressions? So, that could be, take a moment to look at that to see what way perhaps you have not honored yourself because you have kept your silence or you have not created truly from a point of empowerment. Present 22, looking at side, which is an examiner energy, is looking at the sides of things. And I when I do like a reading with the birth charts, I would say, okay, it's an extremely influential number. It's a charismatic number. But that is in its power. When it's not in its power, it's gullible. It's not looking at sides. It's taking things at face value. So if you're not expressing yourself, and you're being, like you as opposed to creating the cause, you're victims of the cause, and you're not examining and looking at things for the way it truly is, for what it is, then it's worth it. So the heartache or the pain or whatever you've gone through, just look at, like, okay, where did I do that? And through that examination, for you to know what not to do in the future. And then for your future is a 5, change. Make that change. Make that change, because that's what's gonna be taking you forward. And I felt guided to do 5 cards for this, and there are 2 more cards. But so what is it that you're creating? Are you truly looking at things for what it is, and how do you make that change? Okay, it's time to make that change. And then the other 2 cards I got is 9, which is working with God, which is your spiritual self, and trusting, knowing that there is something working with you, through you, and for you. And trust that, and be in that knowing. It's not about a religion or anything like that, because the greater force is within you. And it's having that trust and that knowing that you are being guided and protected. And for you to really move with that space and with that knowing, to have the confidence to speak, to express yourself, or to create.
Beautiful.
And then the 7, knowledge. When you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. So the 2 clarifiers is that working with God and knowledge. All right. Thank you.
Woohoo! We're moving on to Capricorn. Any Cappies out there? Any Capricorns out there? I see a couple of you saying you are. Where we're going into Capricorn for 2025. Love predictions. Maybe next time we'll do abundance predictions, although I'm mostly the love reader, but you never know. Maybe we'll encompass both. So this is going in Capricorn for 2025, and it doesn't matter if it's your sun, moon, rising, could be Venus, North Node. Okay, so this is for 2025, Kathy. All right. Okay. I can see, Capricorn, you were in a relationship that it seemed like it was going well. But somehow you felt very burdened by this relationship. I got to dig a little deeper here. You felt very burdened. I don't know why you were so out of balance in the past, because it doesn't look like it was a bad relationship. It just looks like you felt very anxious. Let me see. Okay. Capricorn, I have to say, I think you're with somebody in your past, and I think you're with them still. Not sure why you're watching this, but you never know. But somehow you got out of balance, and maybe that's why the relationship was kind of highs and lows. You finally, maybe there was a lot of gossip around the relationship. For some of you, I'm hearing there was a big age gap that people were gossiping about. Maybe they're, I don't know, for some of you, 20 years older, 20 years younger, depending on what side you're on. But I feel this relationship was faded. I mean, I really get that, sometimes age doesn't matter. I read actually a couple of people this week that there was a big age gap, and they were calling me to say, is this stupid? If you feel the love, sometimes, guys, guys got whatever floats your boat. It's not always age, because maybe they're an old soul. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like this right now, your wishes are coming true. So Cappy, whatever you got going on, good for you. And, I mean, I really get you finally taking charge, Cappy, because I don't know why you're getting influenced by others. That's what this is feeling like. Maybe it's a work affair. I don't feel a fair, but I mean, like you're not allowed to date your colleague or something like that, or age or distance. There's just something, because I don't get this as a bad relationship. I really don't. I'm just going to say it. I think the person you're with, you're going to be with. You're going to be with them going into 2025. I don't see a breakup. I really don't. I just get a lot of like talking and people around you guys, but I don't feel you and your person, there's any problems. It's the people around you. What is that about? But I feel like you're finally taking charge of it, and you're protecting this relationship. And let me see what else. Yeah, I don't feel there's going to be, no. Okay. I think whatever relationship you're in now is going to continue into 2025. I just get the only influence around you is maybe friends, family, but don't listen to them. This feels like sacred love. Maybe don't even tell anybody you're with them, it's none of their business, but I do see it continuing. So if you're with somebody new, I do see it going into 2025. I don't really see anything bad other than people gossiping about it. And I don't know what that's about. You'll have to let me know in the comment section. Yeah. All right. We're going over to Daphney now on Capricorn.
Yes.
For 2025.
All right. Capricorn. All right. For the past, it's been about 9, which is the spiritual, which is the working with God, which is like a spiritual connection. Oh,
what?
No, because what you're saying about that relationship, the spiritual connection, there's energy there. And then 99, which is again compassionate love, which is that depressing.
She's looking at me. I can't read her mind. I don't know what she's talking. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and plus you don't know the definitions of the numbers. This is Deirdre's first exposure to the cards.
I have numbers in a different way. I do angel numbers. Yeah. This is her own interpretation of numbers. We all have different symbology. Yeah. So
yeah,
she's looking at me like I should know what she's talking about.
No, because of the card you just read. Because this is about this is about unconditional love. The 99 energy is about love. It's about compassion.
Yeah. So So if you haven't met him, you're going to any day,
And then expansion to a whole new world. There you go, Capricorn. You won.
I want to be Kathy. I want to be a Kathy.
There you go, Capricorn. You won. Wow, that's amazing.
I know we both got the same thing. I you're always used to like reading these sad things in Capricorn. Whatever you seeing or you getting ready to see, let me meet. That's your person. All right, now we're on to Aqua. We only got 2 more. Aquarius and Pisces. Yeah. Okay, any Aquas, any air signs out there? Let me know. Okay, so Aqua. What is Aquarius to expect in love in 2025? What can Aquarius expect in love in 2025? Any Aquas out there? Whether it's your moon, rising, sun, Venus, any Aquas out there? I'm an Aqua, by the way. I know it's a little harder to read for myself, although I do read for myself in a different manner. Okay, let's see. Aqua 2025. They're telling me 3 more. Okay. All right. Okay, so, all right. So Aqua, in your past, you're taking a break. It feels like in the last maybe year or 2 years, you just felt bored. Like you knew that you kind of hit a wall and you know that you needed to start working on yourself. So you kind of took a break from a lot of things. Maybe you disconnected with friends, family members, dating, whatever. You just have been resting, working on you. So you kind of been in hermit mode is what I'm getting. And because it really pushed you because you kind of plateaued a little bit and you're like, all right, in order to get to the next level in life, I need to just pull back and work on me. And because of that, it's working. Okay. So currently, you got some charmer coming in there, Aqua. You do. You have a charmer. I'm not sure. I feel like you're ready for a new adventure. So you are probably going to manifest somebody ready for an adventure also. 2025 for Aqua. I feel that you might get in your head a little. You might get a little, so this charmer you're going to meet may not be charming your pants off in 2025 because it looks like in 2025, I think as you've learned all the lessons, you've taken all the classes, joking aside, you might get in your head a little bit, but it looks like you may leave this charmer behind. Yes, you're probably going to reconnect with got the Lover's card, which you're starting to learn about what you really want or what you don't want. So I feel in the beginning of 2025, you're probably going to walk away from somebody that you may be with now, but going into the end of 2025 into 2026, there's your person because now you know what you want. And how do you know what you want? By dating, by getting out there, figuring out what you want. It's like ice cream. How do you know what flavors you like unless you try them, right? And then once you decide what you really want, that's when your person's coming in and you're finally not, you're finally taking the blinders off, because I think people you dated in the past, you didn't really want to see their true colors, and now you're seeing them. So now you'll see when a narcissist comes along. Now you'll see when somebody's lying. You're going to see that stuff miles ahead. Good for you. All right. So what does Daphney have to share about Aqua?
Yes, about Aquarius. All right. I'm doing 5 spread 2 for Aquarius. All right. So the past has been about the 8. The 8, again, it's about whether you're growing or you're shrinking. And this feels like in the past, not being in your power has really caused you to shrink and not really see the potential of who you are. And so within that experience, it really has given you the opportunity now that you're working on expanding yourself, because you have shrunk so much, but it's requiring a lot of hard work and a lot of focus in order for you to expand yourself, because you shrunk so much before by giving away so much of your power. The 66 energy, which is the life force. When it comes to the 6 energy, being that it is energy, it's always like, what are you feeding? What are you feeding into your life? So sorry, I was like covering your face.
That's okay.
No. So with the 66, it's like, what are you feeding? Because, the saying that says energy flows where attention goes. Where were you placing your energy that was causing you not to be where you needed to be? And perhaps you were expanding energy in places that was not reciprocating, or that was not actually expanding your cause. So the 66 it's a life force. When you are in your power, it's active, it's beautiful, there's a lot going on. When you're not in your power, it's almost like you're giving away your energy without ever being recharged. And then 5 is a call to change, to harmonizing to your nature, to what's in your best interests. And I think these last 2 is what the future holds. The future holds a call to, like the 55. I'm trying not to cover your face.
That's okay.
The 55 being that the call to nature, knowing what it is that you want, and decide and identify the condition in which you will bring it in. You are the creator of your reality. It is your yes and your no's that will determine whether your level of happiness. So with your future is that 55. Know your yes and no's to whatever it is that comes your way. And then the 44, the spiritual guidance. I love when the 4 and the 5 comes together, because when that's when spirit is able to show up for you, because of free will. Spirit is not deciding for you. Spirit is there to guide you and to give you the nudges, but it's for you to know what it is that you want. And the way you do that is by knowing who you are and what's in your best interest, what is in your nature. So be very mindful of your growth, your expansion, and where you are placing your energy, and continue to harmonize, balance.
Guys on Facebook, that's not me. Please block them. I blocked them, but if they, that's not, even though it's a picture of me, it's not me. Okay. I just blocked them on the feed, but just warning Facebookers, that's, even though it's a picture of me, it's not me reaching out to you. How could I? Can't, I'm not that multitaskable. Okay. We're on to Pisces now. Pisces, any Pisces out there? We're finally on the last one. And I would start putting your questions below. The more specific the questions, the more specific the answers. Also for relationships, if you can give us numbers so Daphney can tune in. What's your date of birth? Don't give us your full name. We don't need that, but date of birth would be great for numbers. Okay, so Pisces, you want to know what's going on in 2025. 2025, Pisces. Pisces for 2025, love prediction. Love prediction. So we're going to, if you're just new here, there will be a replay, because I see some of you wanting us to do another reading. Don't worry, after the live, we're going to be redoing this. I mean, not redoing it. We're going to do a replay with timestamps. So don't worry. Okay. So if you missed your time, it'll be on the replay as soon as we're done, which will be within a half an hour. Okay. And they told me 4 cards here. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So Pisces 2024, your past. Okay. You felt like you were trapped in the past. You were in your head a lot in the past. and you were kind of a little naive, let's just say, kind of a dreamer, kind of had your head in the cloud. You were kind of in a mode of dreaming for a lot of new things, but not really taking action. Okay. But currently, you finally got over yourself. You finally got honest with yourself, and you're like, in order for things to change, I got to take action. I got to make changes. And because of that, you're rebalancing your life. And because of that, oops, your wishes are finally coming true. So good for you. So you finally got your head out of the clouds and you're finally taking action. For 2024, let me see here. You are now finally tapping into your own psychic intuitive abilities. Good for you. And I think what might push you is you might have a little more stuff, residual stuff from whatever in the past coming back, whether maybe an ex is going to try to come back or an ex-husband or wife is going to try to take you back to court. Don't worry. It's nothing that you can't work through. It's just you have a little bit left of this year probably to work through. But after that, tap into your intuition. You can avoid a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I feel like you're probably still healing from a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. Ooh. But let's just say in 2025, it looks like somebody very handsome, beautiful is coming in, very charming. It looks like you're going to have a really fun, I don't know if it's going to lead to marriage, but I don't think I'm supposed to go there. I think you're just going to have, once you figure out what you're kind of looking for in a mate for 2025, I get a lot of fun. I think 2025 for Pisces is going to, in regards to love, may not be so much marriage and all that, but I get a lot of fun, adventure, traveling. So go for that. Okay. So you don't have to settle down just yet because you just got out of something. All right. Daphney, what do you have for 2025?
Yeah, for Pisces.
Pisces.
All right.
And while she's getting it ready, put your questions in all the comment section. If you guys can send us some love, hit the love button, depending on what platform you're watching. You can subscribe, follow. We really appreciate it because we're doing this for free for you guys. And also, one last thing, we'll never DM you. I know on Facebook, I see pictures of me. It's not me. If you want a private psychic reading, click the link in the bio, whatever platform. It'll take you to my website. And Daphney, tell them your website.
Oh, my website is keytonumbers.com, and it's the letter, the word key and the number
K-E-Y.
2, K-E-Y, the number 2, numbers.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So back to Pisces.
Okay. Pisces. The 2 comes and the 2 represents duality, looking at sides of things. It's the examiner energy. So in the past is to be able to look at and be the examiner. Perhaps you were too much of an examiner. So I'm feeling like there was an issue with trust. So you spent so much time looking at things and you kept looking for things that was not deserving of you. And so whatever it is where you put your focus, if you go looking for it, you will find it. So if you go to look for, distrust or like unworthy experiences, so it is. So I feel like in the past, you've spent way too much time looking at the unwanted when it came to relationship. And so it showed up because you were a match to it.
Ooh.
So and present is the illumination with 11, which is the bringer of, the pillar of light. And with that, it's really, if you see yourself, you would not need to spend your time looking for the unwanted. It's because you do not see you. If you saw you, if you saw the light that is you, if you saw the beauty that is within you, you would not be in fear of looking for what doesn't serve you because you're afraid of it. There's nothing to fear because your light is so bright within that anything that is undeserving of you will just shy away.
Beautiful.
So nurture your light and trust your light. The 88, expand, which is we're going into the new year. The future is expand. And your right mind can expand you to a whole different reality. And I think you said fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
I see 2025 for Pisces. Have fun.
Yeah. So
Stop
looking for the negative, man. Chill out. Chill out, and just trust your light. Trust your knowing. Trust that there is goodness to you and give yourself permission to grow. Grow within love, grow within understanding, grow within awareness, and just grow.
Beautiful.
Give yourself permission to grow to happiness.
Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in as we did the all zodiac signs for numerology or integrated numerology.
Integrated Master Numerology.
Master
Key to numbers.
Numerology and angel psychic readings, what have you. But now, guess what? We're going to pick 4 different people from one per platform here to win a free personalized reading right now. So we're going to start over on my TikTok. Yeah, that's how you say it. So go right now to TikTok at Deirdre Abrami. At Deirdre Abrami, go shoot over to TikTok. If you want to give us a specific question, your date of birth would help. And then you could go to every platform. TikTok, YouTube's going to be last, okay? At Deirdre Abrami, you'll have a higher chance. I'm going to give you a hint. You have a higher chance to go to YouTube because I don't really have anybody over there right now. Higher chance of getting picked over at YouTube. At Deirdre Abrami, okay? All right. So I can't see. I'm going to try to be fair. Is your fingers? Okay. Excuse my face over here. We're going to do this. Give it a second. At Deirdre Abrami, TikTok. We're going to pick somebody. We're going to pin them right now. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think I picked her yesterday. That's hysterical. Shoot. I don't know what I hit. Okay. Pin this comment. Okay. So it says Neilman, January 4th, 1991. Will Prabh and I get married? So it's January 4th. I don't know if that helps you at all with numbers.
Well, because my system has 12 markers. It has the etheric, your etheric connection, which is your source field connection. And then this, which is the top 6, and the bottom 6 is your perception ladder, how you are experiencing it in the physical. So what I'm going to do, because I would have it, it's a very complex calculation, and it uses 2 different forms of calculation in order to, so that by me making those 2 calculations, I can see where master numbers exist. Because standard numerology do not look for master numbers.
Those cards,
so no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with their month, because their month represent the event cycle. So if you want to know if you're going to get married, and then for the etheric, and then for the perception ladder is equalizing energy, which is what keeps you balanced.
Okay.
So the month was January. So which is the 1? So which is 1? The 1 is the I am presence, is the I am awareness. Within that, I say for you is to take the lead, because if you're waiting for someone else to see the vision of you being married, then you're giving someone else the power, and you're in the back, and you're being part, like you're with the crowd. If you would like to see yourself married, go to bed at night, imagine that ring on your finger, just manifest it in that way. And don't be attached to the person. Okay? Just see yourself married, because the universe may have something bigger and greater for you. But stay within that.
Somebody wrote, is your dog having
Is your
Yes, that's my dog. He's whining in the kitchen. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, Daphney.
Yeah. So with the 1, with that person, when it comes to the issue, the question of marriage, what will keep you balanced is you being in your oneness, being in your power, and knowing that you are the leader, you are the front runner, and it's you that is the bringer of new thoughts and ideas. So this idea of possibly getting married, just see it and be envision it and how you'd like to see it, and see how it goes.
Perfect. Because it's interesting you said that approach there, because I got that somehow you've had a lot of sleepless nights in regards to this relationship, a lot of burden, stress, anxiety. But I feel that all of a sudden something's going to break, whether you guys break up or something finally gets to the next level. You're kind of in the fork in the road with this. I'm almost feeling like you may actually walk away and take charge of this, and then somebody else is going to come in that's fated for you. That's what I feel like it's coming in. I don't even know if you guys are going to get married. I think there's somebody else.
Stand up for yourself.
That's what I got. Yeah, something's going on there.
It's the I am, like the 1, the energy, which is the event happens in your life, and you picking you. choosing you.
Beautiful. We're going to go over to Instagram, DeirdreAbrami.psychic. So you have a second, run over to Instagram, DeirdreAbrami.psychic. And I know some people, thank you guys that sent me some scam artists today. They have a couple of thousand followers. It's not me. So I have like 24,000. So if it doesn't have like at least 24,000, it's not me. Followers on Instagram, I mean. TikTok's over 60. Okay. Let's see here. We're just going to spin. You tell me when to stop, Daph.
Stop.
Oh, okay, this one. Here, we'll do that one. Pin comment. Oh, okay. Will Dave commit to me? This is for Maria Catalina 13. Will Dave commit to me? Do you need any numbers, or why don't you pick your cards? Or unless you're already getting something.
Yeah, I got something.
Yeah, go for it. Just go.
Are you committed to Dave?
Oh, that's a little twist.
Yeah. Don't wait to be picked. I didn't pull the cards, so let me pull the cards.
She's psychic too. We're both really just psychics, but we just use cards just to, when you're doing these things.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, to have choice, and you do. Just know it. Know you have choice. Choices.
I do see some obstacles around it. And I feel like you should be, okay. I also feel it's all timing, and you got to get really clear what you want. Funny you said that. Look at decisions here. Once you really decide what you want and stop this back and forth thing, then I feel the two of you guys will get together. But the ball's in your court. That's what I'm getting. The ball's in your court, Maria. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm going to leave it there. So we're going to move over to Facebook now. Oop, unpin. Okay. Facebook. DeirdreAbrami.psychic. DeirdreAbrami.psychic. Go over to Facebook now. Write specific question. And if you want to put your date of birth in there and the person's, or does it matter?
Or just the month.
Yeah, just put the month. Doesn't matter. All right. We got to look for the F's on here. Facebook.
Right there.
Oh, right here? Okay. All right. So we got Angel Greenwich. Is there a reconciliation for husband and I? 10, 28, 74. Are those numbers good for you?
Again, the 10 comes out to a 1. It's seeing you. Well, where do you fit in it? Where do you fit in it? So there's, I don't know. Intuitively, I feel like as if you're holding on to something, like a rope.
Same thing.
Yeah, like a rope, like you're holding on to something. And it doesn't mean that the relationship isn't good, but there's something you're holding on to that is not real. And there's a fabrication that's there. And it could just be based on fear or illusion or whatever, but you're holding on to something that, because I'm not giving advice on whether or not something works or not, but what I see is like this energetic hold on something.
Yeah, you've compromised quite a bit here, I feel. So you have to be careful what you ask for. What do you really want? I feel that, Angel, you have to really be diligent. I know when I tell people this over and over again, journal every day, write down the top 10 things you want in a partner, stick to that and don't get off of it because, and then see if your ex really checks all your boxes off, because usually 99%, 99.9, usually an ex is for a reason. Because I feel you did a lot of compromising. And to be honest, I feel the only reason you're thinking about reconciliation because you're lonely. You're lonely, but I feel like it's going to lead to heartbreak again. Be careful. I think the ex is your ex for a reason.
Hanging on.
Yeah.
It's not a car.
Yeah.
Don't hang on to the wheel. Don't let somebody drive you.
And I feel if you let this person go, your ex, you're going to find your soulmate in 2027. That's the number I got. Okay. So we're going over lastly for anybody else want to win a reading, free reading tonight with Daphney and I, go over to my YouTube. They need help. Please subscribe while you're there. Deirdre Abrami. So go over there. I'll give you a second, run over to YouTube. Do you like the way I do that? I'm very animated. I'm a New Yorker, you know? Okay, so we're going over to YouTube now. Going over to YouTube, write your question. I'll give you a second. I'm just spinning it, so we're not cheating. We can't see what your name is. Write your question. Give you another second. Tell me, Daphney, when you want me to stop. I'm not even going to look.
Okay. Stop.
Oop, there? Okay. All right, we got Pam Myers. Will Eric reconnect? 3? Do you know what that means?
Three is the aspect of creation, communication. So I don't know why you put the 3 there. Perhaps it's a need for communication, and voicing, and creating. So what are you creating within that? Are you sitting in fear? Are you like with creation? It's like you're to create. You know, as a creator, you're to make things happen and not wait for things to happen for you. So with that 3 energy, I feel like you're waiting for stuff to happen for you as opposed to you making it happen. That doesn't mean go chase a person, but envision what does that love relationship look like for you. You don't necessarily have to have that person right at your feet, because don't be attached to who it might be, because the universe always delivers bigger and better than you could have ever imagined. Be in that knowing. So with the 3 that you just put there, that 3 energy is creation and communication. Communicate with your soul and let your soul know what is it that you want. Once you have that beautiful connection, then the universe will show up for you in a bigger, better way than you could even imagine.
Beautiful. And Pam, I'm getting highly recommend you work, very similar what Daphney said, by the way. Work on yourself. I feel right now you're in a no contact situation. You're feeling, to be honest, I feel like you really want to reconnect with Eric more because of out of being lonely. I'm just saying. I feel if you journal, and like I told the last person, if you start getting clear what you want in a life partner right now forward and get clear. I always tell everybody, write the 10 top things and write every day. And don't just write it out because that's just mechanical. I want you to feel the person. I want you to visualize the person. Try not to put Eric or any other faces there. And then as you do it, minimum of 21 days. Of course, I would like you to do.
You don't know this, but I have 4 journals on Amazon, and one of them is a 21-day mental diet.
No, I don't know that. Daphney Antoine, look her up on Amazon.
Yes, 21.
It's holiday time.
Yes.
Go buy her book, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, I get once you do that, you're going to manifest your soulmate. This person feels like they're a dad already, or a mom already, parent. You also may have dad issues that you haven't healed. That might be why you've manifested certain people in your life and allowed. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I feel like you manifest a lot of cheaters in the past. You kind of took breadcrumbs, I think, because you haven't healed some issues of your past trauma when you were younger. And time to forgive. And instead of being really mad at these people who cheated and did things to you, instead you'd say, thank you for the teachings. Thank you for being my teacher, and take what you know. Now you know what you don't want, right? And
a lot of heart.
All heart. I just feel it's probably time to not even try to reconnect with Mr. Eric. I'm just going to say that because it's just going to fall back into a vicious cycle again.
Stop creating the same thing over and over again.
Put up the boundaries. Do not go for temptation. This person's not for you. I'm just going to say it. All they want is physical. Got to keep it PG.
So many hearts. Oh my gosh.
Yes, everything. Who is this person? Are they dating somebody else? Be careful of that. I got a lot of that. Yeah, Eric's not your person. Time to let them go. And 2027 for you is your year for your person. You might have to kiss a couple of frogs. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Daphney Antoine, tell everybody how they can find you again.
Yes, my website for the numerology is keytonumbers.com. And you can also, as you recommended journals, I have 4 journals available on Amazon. It's Daphney Antoine, PhD. I would love to do reading for you guys. I do numerology chart with your birth chart. And with that, you get the 12 markers of what's in your etheric and also how the perception ladder, how you are living with your numbers.
Beautiful.
So key to
well,
numbers.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And again, thank you. I'm Deirdre Abrami. I will never DM or follow you. The reason I keep repeating myself is because I have over 50 fake accounts. I saw even during the live that somebody pretended they were me, put my picture, and was DMing everybody, telling them their energy was, they saw something. That wasn't me. But anyway, if you are looking for a private psychic reading, you can self-schedule. It's amazing. You just click whatever platform you're watching right now. You click the link in the bio. It'll take you straight to my website at deirdreabrami.com. That's the only place you can book a reading. I know today a lot of people, I use PayPal to process credit cards, but don't worry, you don't have to sign up for PayPal. Just use it to process your credit card. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you real soon. Yes. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.